further into chaos. After over a week of some of the worst violence the country has seen, the Prime Minister of Haiti overnight announcing his plans for resignation, releasing this video statement urging calm for the people of Haiti, saying he and his team will resign after the transitional consul is created. The resignation coming the same day leaders of the Caribbean nations held an emergency meeting over the crisis in Jamaica. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken flew down to meet with the leaders, saying earlier Monday that Haitians cannot wait any longer for a path to security, stability, and democracy.
What we've seen in recent days again should remind us that the already challenging and difficult security situation has now deteriorated even further.
Instability has worsened in Haiti since the 2021 assassination of then Prime Minister Jovenel Moïse, and Ariel Henry then came into power. Best-selling author Mitch Albom runs an orphanage in Haiti and spoke to Today in 2021 when 17 members of a missionary group were abducted by members of a Haitian gang.
There's not a lot of hope because you're right, the government has collapsed. The police, you can't trust. One of the most notorious gang leaders is a former police officer.
But last week, gangs that usually fight each other banded together, attacking the presidential palace, the airports, even the prisons, releasing thousands of prisoners. Over the weekend, President Biden approved a military operation to airlift some non-essential personnel from the American embassy in Haiti. And we know, according to what consulars were saying last night, a traditional consul will select and appoint an interim prime minister. But the United Nations has said just in the last week alone, 15,000 Haitians have been displaced. So, Hoda, humanitarian aid workers are saying time is of the essence.
Terrifying situation there. All right, Marissa Parra for us there. Thank you.
Go ahead, King. The White House response to the Prime Minister, and then we'll just dive right in. Shout out for you guys for being here. We really do really appreciate it. Wyclef, let's do it.
Well, Haitian musician and activist Wyclef Jean reacted positively to Prime Minister Ariel Henry's resignation on Tuesday. In a message posted on X, he wrote, in part, God is great. Dr. Ariel Henry has resigned, and now I pray for the people of Haiti. Let's show the world that we can take our destiny into our own hands. Well, Wyclef Jean joins me now. What needs to happen, sir, to take destiny, quote, into your own hands, the hands of the Haitian people? You know, what needs to happen next?
Well, first of all, thank you, Becky. You know, I wish I was here remixing the Shakira for you going Becky or Becky, you know. But we are here in dire situations. I think what has to happen next, there's a few things. One is that CARICOM, you know, they had the meeting in Jamaica, and in that there were 7 parties that were supposed to be taking, I think they have 48 hours now, I think 24 left, to come up with a resolution. And this has been contested by Guy Philippe and Moïse Jean-Charles, saying that they don't recognize this, and of course the men of arms. So I think that a step moving forward, and again, it's just me looking at it from my lens, the departure of Ariel Henry happened through the men of arms. So if any form of peace of the country moving forward is going to happen, I don't see how it can happen without sitting on the table with all of the Haitian parties, meaning like you don't include them. We're talking about the U.S. is closely monitoring.
That's going to be,
Go ahead.
Wyclef, what you're talking about here is men of arms who are increasingly, we're talking about violent gangs, aren't we? You heard the UN there saying, silence the guns. You're saying that at this point, everybody has to be at the table.
Well, again, I'm not legitimizing any form of gangs. Again, I'm speaking of, there's 2 narratives here. One is, how did the guys get to the guns, right? So their version of the narrative, from what I'm watching and what's being said, is these guns were given to them to be used against violence against the actual communities. So in the process of moving forward, what was their mission, right? So the mission was they wanted to get Ariel Henry out. So in the process of getting him out, which they did get him out. Again, I'm not legitimizing any form of violence. But what I'm saying is I don't see the country moving forward without all of the Haitians. It has to be a Haitian resolution. And if it's not a Haitian resolution, what's going to happen is the idea of we within the U.S. saying we're going to bring in the Kenyan force and turn into a situation that will turn into a continuation of a bloodbath. So the Haitians have to sit down as the Haitian people. So for now, if Guy Philippe is contesting this, you cannot don't include people that were part of the ground, right, in the process that was getting tear gas. There's still a narrative I'm not hearing. Where is the narrative where everyone wanted Ariel Henry to leave, and then in the process he was tear gassing the community? And in that process rose these guys to say that they're not going to let him come back in the country. So again, I think it's multiple narratives. Again, I'm not legitimizing violence in any way. I think to get to a Haitian solution, the Haitians have to come up with the solution as a whole.
I mean, you just look at the images that are coming out of Haiti. You speak to people on the ground, and you'll be doing that yourself. I know that you were born in a suburb of Port-au-Prince. You were raised by relatives there. Your parents, I know, immigrated to the US, and you then went and followed them. What are you hearing about life there at present? I mean, you know, how bad have things become, Wycliffe?
Well, the people want to get back to normality, right? And what they want is the people on the ground, the Haitian people right now are asking for a solution. They want to be included. The word is the Haitians want to take the destiny in their own hands. Life on the ground. You know, I was born in Haiti. I didn't leave Haiti till I was about 7 years old. And I come from extreme poverty and understanding that. And what we're seeing today is not nothing that we have seen. But I want you to understand there's two sides to the country, right? There's the narrative of what we're seeing happening now. And of course, in the possibility of where we want to go in the future as being one of the leads of exports, which can happen with the natural resources of this country. So in order to get to that, the problem that we're facing today as we speak right now is that the solution for this to happen, the seven parties that have to make this decision, the ground is contesting this at the moment. And I do again think that moving forward with the Haitian solution, again, it's probably not the most popular thing that I'm going to say, but I have to be honest because I'm the same person that said, if he don't leave February 7th, there's going to be enormous blood. I see bloodshed and I see bloodshed. So in moving forward, I think if it's going to be a Haitian solution, I think the Haitians have to be on the table.
You've previously expressed interest in running for office in Haiti. Would you try that again at this point?
Well, I love my rock star life. When I ran, I felt like the absence of government, right? So I can be for my country, Haiti, as I can be my own Elon Musk, right? I can work with Elon. I could work with a Jay-Z. I'm more on the side of as an entrepreneur, why can I invest in all different ventures except in my country, right? So I would like to see the laws change in my country, anti-corruption, give us tax incentives. You know what I mean? I would like to see a duty-free zone. These are my interests in the country. So I'm searching for good governance and good government. As someone who lives in the diaspora sends back home over like $4.5 billion. So can you imagine we're sending all of that money and we don't have a say in the vote? So moving forward, even feel like there's parts of the Haitian Constitution that has to be amended, you know? But I think that it starts now. And in starting now, if the Haitians have to figure out a solutions as Haitians.
Wycliffe, it's very good to have you. Thank you very much indeed. There are so many leaving the country, making their way through what are dangerous routes, trying to make their way out of the country into the United States, for example, because of what is going on the ground. And you are talking about a more positive Haiti going forward, and you've described how it is that you think that could happen. Good to have you, sir.
Go ahead, Shanae, your thoughts on it. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh yeah, she dropped out. Go ahead, Hacken, your thoughts until she comes back.
Hmm.
Your There
Yeah,
you go.
sorry
So
about that.
you go ahead, Shanae. Your thoughts on it.
Um, that's tough. Um,
Go in. Don't hold back. Go. Speak your mind. Speak your mind.
y'all go first.
Oh, Hakeem go first because I know Hakeem very passionate when it comes to the Haitians. Go ahead.
Hmm. So, so for a lot of people who don't know this, um, it's easy to look at it at a surface level and blame the people on the island. Just very easy. Oh, they shooting up place. It's a poor country. But this is a compounding of events that happened that led up to this point. Instability has always been there. Poverty has always been there. The country has been sabotaged not to win since France tried to re-invade us, and we paid them 4 billion in francs. We closed down every school, and don't forget imperialism hit when the United States took so much money from us in gold in 1920. So when we're talking about, they think we need somebody who, when they say they want to take their own destiny into their hand, they mean it very literally. We need people to stop intervening in our business, and for us to be able to make money, do commerce, and share things to this. But you also got to look at it too. We ain't no different than any other country. The only difference is we just don't got too many powers. Other country has poverties, you just don't see it. Because you see the resorts and stuff there, people are still struggling. I'm not, you know what I mean? You go to Trinidad, you go to Jamaica, you go to DR, there, you might see a couple people, you see the tourism there, people still can't eat, just like Haiti. Haiti just don't have the amount of companies that they're sucking up the resources. So that's the thing.
Now, when it comes to the aspect of the country of Haiti, the people are doing what the people do. People are fight when people see that certain thing is not getting resolved, they tend to be violent. And I know Sherry Bond said something in the chat. He said violence is not the solution. Sometimes violence is the solution. If you want to make a personal statement, you have to get rowdy and get crazy. Now, I don't think the aspect of hurting each other is a form of the solution. However, by them fighting back the government, which remember they've been saying that about the United States. A lot of people like if black people can come together, we can just try to fight back the government and get what we need to get. Sometimes you have to get that so they can let the people know, like, hey, we doing what we supposed. Shout out to Kendall, we doing what we supposed to be doing, so we can let the people know that hey, we about business. Now, the other day when couple of days ago, prisoners was a lot of prisoners escaped from pretty much Haiti prison, and they caused crazy mayhem in the streets to the point they was robbing people's houses, throwing people's stuff outside. It was just all over the place. But at the same time, I think what they're doing is just making pretty much a public statement to the whole world that hey, we want change and we need change now. Go ahead. So everybody, I get what you're saying now. Now I get what you're saying. That you was reference to deleting each other. Go ahead, Shanette. You can go
Um,
right ahead.
I mean, I agree with both ways. People usually try to strike a chord. They're looking for some type of result or somebody a response. So I mean, even for me, for example, I had a situation with a school, and unfortunately, it's always our own. Our own always giving us a hard time. You can speak to other people and sometimes get better results than speaking to your own people. But you sit there, you try to follow chains of command, you try to be cordial, you try to go about it the right way, and people do not respond, or they don't respond quickly, or they don't take it seriously. As soon as you act a fool and you get out of character and you start doing things to strike a chord or to hit a nerve, now all of a sudden people start moving. Now you start seeing results. So I think that's just what all that's all about. They're trying to get somebody to listen so they can get some results. Because clearly the old fashioned way was not cutting it. And now it's like you got to show your ass in order for people to pay attention.
Yep, pretty much. I would say they pretty much making a whole statement throughout the world. And then Josh W said something in the chat, which I do agree with him. They've been doing that for history. It hasn't been seen in our pretty much modern time, but now we can see that these countries used to go at it to fight for territory. They would do whatever it takes. Even the United States, they would do whatever it takes to make a statement like, "Hey, we about that business." And the Haitian, like always, they were the first pretty much revolution country. They pretty much fighting back the quote unquote white man. So they was the first. So it just shows you that they about business and they don't care whoever's in power. If y'all overdoing something, you gotta do what you gotta do. And it's unfortunate because Hakeem got people there he talks to. I have people there my family talks to as well, and they are afraid for their lives. And hopefully they even praying. They're praying for the United States government to step in, the UN to step in because they do want change over there in the situation. Gotta see. Shout out to Genesis. Genesis After Dark is in the building. You know, Genesis says she be making me smile. She go like, "Yo, smile." Genesis, you need to stop. But I'm just saying, but change needs to come. Change need to come. And guys, don't be afraid. Y'all guys can also come on the panel. The link is already pinned on top of the chat, so you guys can come on, join the conversation. Don't be afraid. We won't bite. So, Hakeem, I don't know if you have any final thoughts
No,
before we move on.
I just think that I don't want everybody to believe a narrative that the media has painted about a country that you've always heard talk negative about.
No, Haiti's
No,
beautiful. You know, there's resort in Haiti. There is
I
resorts in
understand
Haiti.
that, but I want people to really sit and think about why would a particular country people would talk negative about so much, and sometimes question what are the facts is, things you might hear, and not understanding there's a reason for those things, and look at it deeper or why we're in the position we're in now and how
So
much intervene.
let me ask this question.
Mm-hmm,
Maybe this has a tie-in.
mm-hmm.
I've noticed there is a shitload of Haitians now that have entered the US.
Yep.
When I tell you it's like
Correct.
ridiculous, like I've been hiring looking for employees, and out of a week's time, I might get one or two of other descents. Everybody is Haitian,
Mm-hmm.
and they either don't speak English or they speak English and Spanish, but their English is minimal. I mean, it's not English. They speak
Mm-hmm.
Creole and Spanish, or full Creole. And I'm just like, what's going on? Is that why they're leaving because of what's going on? Because they're coming in by the boatload. I mean, I've never seen so many Haitians looking for employment, and they all have the same narrative. They just got here a few months ago. They don't speak English, or they speak English and Spanish, which tells me that they probably crossed in from Dominican Republic or Chile, which is
Mm-hmm.
different. You know what I'm saying? But they work hard, don't get me wrong, but they just, it's coming in like crazy.
So so Biden had the Biden program. So a lot of them are coming through there. So a lot of their
Mm,
paper. So I got 5 people we entered from the Biden program.
mm,
Oh
Five
wow, I
people.
didn't know that,
One,
Hakeem.
I
Those
had
was
two of them was two of them that are living with me now,
okay.
and we signed for them. So to give you a little personal what's going on, it's so bad that they took my mother's house.
Oh wow.
yeah. I heard. That was my dad told me they took my one of my
So
relatives'
so
house as
so
well
the
over in
guy
Haiti.
who
Yes.
was looking over was a cousin of mine. Is so dangerous that we applied for him to get him over here. Now,
Mm,
That's
now,
good because they
yeah.
already
So
reached him.
now, to answer another question, most Haitians in Haiti speak Spanish
mm,
Yeah, because it's
because of them
Dominican.
most
okay.
of them speak Spanish. A lot of them live close
Mm-hmm.
towards the border, but it's a natural occurrence. Spanish is taught in school, so that's why they're able to speak fluently. I also now another thing too to also confirm to what you're saying as well. A lot of them have traveled from Haiti to Chile. I have cousins who are in
Mm-hmm.
Chile right now who we can't bring over here due to the fact that they're there. You know what I mean?
Mm,
To try to come here. So it is kind of a sticky situation with those type of things coming in, but a lot of it has to do with the violence, and a lot of it too. There's one main thing that everybody wants. It's a job. There's no jobs in Haiti. And so you have, just like in Africa, in places like Kenya, Tanzania, and all these places, you have a lot of young people. There's no work. A lot of these people go to
Mm.
school and they can't find no jobs. So the biggest export of Haiti is its people. So they'll travel all over these places to try to get jobs. to send money back.
Mm.